Welcome to the Bank First Ranger Hour. Super Talk Mississippi 93.7 Spotlight on Northwest Community College. And you can listen to our live stream at supertalknorthms.com. Just click on the link for the Bank First Ranger Hour. Now, here's your host, Gary Darby.
And I am back at the studio today on this Thursday, December 12, 2024. Welcome. Between 9 and 10 on Thursdays, we discuss Northwest Community College. We call it the Bank First Ranger Hour. That is where we are today with Blake Bostick, director of the Heindl Center for the Performing Arts, joining us in the next segment. We're going to keep him for the rest of the hour. After I go through a few things and we discuss a couple of topics, we'll get with Blake, kind of do a little recap of 2024, get you ready for 2025 and the business there at the Heindl Center. And we'll just catch up on a lot of different things with Blake on today's program. Well, since we did the program last week, the Northwest football season came to a close with the 42-21 loss to Iowa Western on Friday. It was the third time in the last 4 years the Rangers had played in the NJCAA playoffs, finishing 10-2 this season, lost the opener, and then lost in this playoff game. Rangers had 8 players selected, though, to the All-NJCAA Region 23 team. And then also, Coach Benjy Parker was the Coach of the Year. Selections were announced on Tuesday. Former South Panola running back and Ranger great now, soon to be playing in Coastal Carolina, Demarion Petit. He was named the Region 23 Player of the Year. And the others that made the All-Region 23 team, quarterback Zach Wilkie, who played his high school football at Hernando, briefly stopped off at Southern Miss, now quarterback the team for the Rangers. Offensive lineman LaParca Langston and Jakeem Shumpert. Shumpert, a Mississippi State signee. Defensive lineman DJ Burgess, who played his high school football at Lafayette, and Tylen Coleman. Those two defensive linemen made it, as well as defensive backs Fred Addams and Keyshawn Davila. So congratulations to all of those players and Coach Benjy Parker for getting Coach of the Year, and the entire team representing Northwest again, both on and off the field. I'm sure when we get the GPAs, remember this football program just a year ago had the best in the country. So we'll see about GPA as well as what they did on the football field. But good stuff again for Coach Benjy Parker. Finished his 9th year as the Northwest coach. 10-2 this year. Again, got to that playoff situation. Unfortunately, again, could not grab the national title, but continued to be the force that they are in junior college football. The Northwest men's basketball team, they're playing tomorrow and Saturday in Boonville. Now, usually through this time, with school out and things going on, it's a full month of no games for hoops. But the Northwest men are playing in the Harvey Childers Classic, longtime coach and basketball, I don't know, Hall of Famer. I mean, he's been a name that's been involved in basketball in North Mississippi forever. But Harvey Childers Classic in Boonville at Northeast Community College, where they will play Missouri State University West Plains tomorrow at 5. And then Saturday afternoon at 2, they get Phillips Community College, a team that Northwest beat last Thursday, 97-74. So, opportunities for some non-conference wins for Coach Oakley and the Ranger basketball team this weekend in Boonville. Missouri State University West Plains on Friday, Phillips Community College on Saturday, both games in Boonville. And if you go to NWCCRangers.com, you think about it throughout your Friday or your Saturday, and hey, what's the Ranger basketball team doing? Well, you can find everything you want right there at NWCCRangers.com. and then they'll get back into action January the 9th with their last non-conference game before MACCC action begins January the 13th. Women's basketball team is off until that January 9th, but men's action again tomorrow and Saturday to be played in Boonville. All right, friends, today all about Northwest Community College. We have Blake Bostick. Blake's going to talk to us about the Heindl Center for the Performing Arts. It's what Blake does. He brings in the acts. He helps talk about all the things that will be going on there. Still another item or two of things going on, before the end of the year. So we'll catch up with him, and then we'll get into the schedule that's coming up early in January and then moving through the spring part of 2025 as we catch up with Blake Bostick as our guest for the rest of the program. Lots of ways for you to be involved with this. By now you know it all, but we mention it every show. It's what you do. You go to Twitter. That's at GDarb65. You can keep up with what I say or do in whatever radio job that I have. You can go to the Facebook page, North Mississippi Spotlight with Gary Darby. Or, of course, you can text message into the program at 662-426-1093, 662-426-1093, and be a part of this program each and every Tuesday through Friday. 9:15, we break, we bring in Blake right after this.
This hour is Everything Northwest, your connection to Northwest Mississippi Community College, and powered by Bank First. Thanks for joining us on the Bank First Ranger Hour. Join the conversation now by texting 662-426-1093.
20 minutes after 9 on this Thursday. You know how we do it. It is Northwest Community College and Bank First. You do know all the ways to be in touch with us. As we go on the phones now, we bring in the man in charge of what happens at the Heindl Center for the Performing Arts. It is Blake Bostick. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my friend. How are you, Gary?
Things are good. We're rolling along and about to put the wraps on another year of our lives, right, in 2024 and get to the holiday season, which I know is there for Northwest as a campus, or campuses, shall we say. Yet the Heindl Center still has a few things left to do. Looking at 2024, I know I've heard you say, or I've seen on social media, or I've talked with people, some record-setting performances throughout the year. So look back to 2024 as the director, if you don't mind, and kind of tell us, some of your thoughts.
Well, 2024 has been an absolute blast, Gary. We have had so much fun here and been able to bring some incredible performances to the Heindl Center here in Senatobia. And it has really just been so much fun. Looking back to the spring season, we talked about these shows on the air back then, but we had beautiful Broadway performances from Little Women and Annie. We had an incredible concert with Leanne Rimes over the summer. So much fun then. And then this fall has just been unbelievable. We had at the time, our top-selling show ever in August. Mr. Jeff Foxworthy came and gave us a hilarious night. And then a month ago, we sold out The Temptations. So it's such an incredible evening with American music royalty. And, man, this past Tuesday was one of my favorite shows we've ever had here. We had a sold-out crowd for Celtic Woman, their White Christmas Symphony Tour. We had a 47-piece live orchestra. It was a beautiful night, and, man, it is such a privilege to be able to bring these incredible shows to Senatobia, and that's just a few of the things we've done this year. It has been such a great time.
Where did the orchestra come from? Local, I would assume.
Yes, sir. So we did hire the orchestra locally. That was not a touring group. So guy named Greg Luscombe. He's the lead trombonist for the Memphis Symphony Orchestra. I reached out to him, and he put together a contract orchestra for us. Most of the players play with the Memphis Symphony Orchestra, but he called in some various musicians based on what Celtic Woman needed. And so it was amazing. I don't know if people realized this when they were here Tuesday, but Tuesday afternoon was the first time that orchestra had played together, and the first time they had played those songs with that touring conductor. And so you wouldn't know it because they were just consummate professionals, but they just sat down and played their parts, and it was like they played these songs 1,000 times together, and it was so cool to see that come together, and then of course to have the beautiful voices of those 4 Irish ladies, or 3 of them singing and one of them playing the violin. It was such an incredible night with Celtic Woman.
I know you play, right? Piano for sure. What other instruments have you played in your life?
Well, people always ask me what I play, and I play the piano and the radio. So that's
I got you. I understand. But we are blessed in this region that we live to have multiple people and orchestras throughout, this listening area that can provide that talent if needed. That's a big plus, I would think, for a place like the Heindl Center.
Oh, it certainly is. There's, of course, the Memphis Symphony Orchestra close to us, but then there's the LOU Symphony Orchestra in Oxford. There's the North Mississippi Symphony Orchestra out of Tupelo, and I called all those folks when we were preparing for this, and we went the contract orchestra route, but of course there's a lot of overlap between those musicians, and it really is. There's just so much talent here in North Mississippi and the Memphis area to be able to bring in such world-class professionals to be able to put on such a great show for us.
It may be recency bias, but was Celtic Woman your favorite of 2024?
It was 2 days ago, so I'm still kind of on a high from it. But having that sellout crowd and having such a beautiful Christmas performance, I mean, it was just a beautiful, beautiful night. Frankly, I got a little emotional. I told the crowd before it started if they see me gently weeping in the back, just to mind their own business. So it was incredible. I don't know if it's hard to say what my actual favorite was because we have so many cool shows, but man, it was certainly a high for sure.
Absolutely. And did you see, as you've been director here, and now that we're getting ready into talking about 2025 here in just a moment, but season ticket people, are those things starting to build and grow as the Heindl Center builds and grows?
They are indeed. We've been open almost 2 years now, and people are more aware that we're here in Senatobia, that it's such a short drive from the Memphis area, from DeSoto County, from Oxford. It's really an easy drive, and as our reputation has expanded, so has our season ticket subscriptions, and so more and more people know what we're doing, and which we're thrilled about because we've been bringing great shows here from the start. But now more and more people know about it, and they're able to get those season tickets for the whole season, or we also have those pick packages where you can pick 3 or 5 shows and come down, just a few times if that works out with your schedule. So, yeah, we've been thrilled to see those numbers increase, and we look forward to continuing to see that increase as people are more aware of what we're doing, and they tell their friends, and they come here and have a great experience and want to come back.
What's the best way then to go about the tickets? Is it online, box office we call, or what before we hit the break? Because I think I want to spend a lot of extra time on 2025 and what's upcoming, and I know we definitely do because you've got an event about a month away that we need to really discuss and get started in January. But is it online to go find and pick the seats? Is that the best way to do it?
Yes, you can do it a variety of ways. So online, of course, you can do 24/7 at heindlcenter.org. It's really self-explanatory to be able to buy your tickets there. But then, of course, you can buy them here at our box office, and people can come into the box office Monday through Friday from 12 to 4:30 and see us, and we make that really easy for folks who are nearby and can come by. They can also call the box office during that same time at 662-562-3478. And, however people want to purchase, we are available. Online, of course, like I said, is always available, and because we're a part of the Northwest Mississippi Community College campus, we'll be closed a few weeks for Christmas, but you can still get those tickets online during that period.
I guess it's a good time for gift cards, too, huh?
Indeed, yeah. We definitely sell Heindl Center gift cards. Makes a great gift, give the gift of performing arts and lifelong memories to people. What else can you ask for? It's a great gift.
Would you like to talk about the 15th and still there's things that will be going on in the next couple of days?
Absolutely. So, we've had a couple of Christmas shows as a part of our fall 2024 season. We had the Vienna Boys Choir here on November the 17th. And then, of course, I've already spoken about Celtic Woman this past Tuesday on December the 10th. But we also have a film series here at the Heindl Center, and those films are just $5 a person. And so this Sunday we are showing the Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life. We're showing it on our big screen in black and white as the Lord intended. And so that's at 7 o'clock this Sunday night. Just $5 a person. Great way to bring the family out and kick off your Christmas season.
May I make an admission that I have never watched in its entirety It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh, Gary, you're missing out. It's one of the best films of all time.
Every holiday season I say, I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to watch it this year. And I've watched
I'm going
bits
to see
and
you tickets
pieces.
right now. I want to see you here on Sunday because you can come see it the way that it was intended to be seen on the big screen, and you will be inspired. I absolutely love It's a Wonderful Life. It's a classic for a reason.
You and we talked about this during the break, right? The times that I want to come do things, I guess it's a blessing. At the same time, like the Grizzlies are playing the LA Lakers on Sunday, and so I'm out, and that's this is the thing. Like I have jobs plural to try and make things work, and it seems like every time there's an event that I really want to go to, I mean I have a job, so that's a good thing.
Indeed, it is.
So, but I'm sure I could find it somewhere. But it always strikes me every Christmas that I sit around. I'm like, you know what? I have never watched this movie from beginning to end.
Well, you definitely need to check it out, even if you can't join us Sunday. It's a Wonderful Life is a fantastic film, and it's my personal favorite Christmas movie, and I really think it's held up over the years. Such an inspirational message. So we're gonna have a good crowd here for it too. So I guess I'll just have to mail you the DVD afterwards.
That'll be the thing to do. What time again are you doing this?
That's 7 o'clock this Sunday, December the 15th.
All right. We will listen to a little of some music from that film. I do have that that we'll go into the break with. We'll keep Blake with us after this. We'll talk about 2025 at the Heindl Center. You people hold on.
Thanks for listening to the Bank First Ranger Hour, your connection to Northwest Mississippi Community College on SuperTalk Mississippi 93.7 and streaming live at supertalknorthms.com. Just click on the link for the Bank First Ranger Hour.
Welcome back to the second half of the show as we work through the Heindl Center for the Performing Arts. Blake Bostick has held on through the timeout. Thanks for your patience, sir.
Yes, sir. Happy to be back.
So let's get into it. By the way, I've had multiple people text message my personal phone and trying to shame me for not having watched It's a Wonderful Life. I appreciate them listening in. I will do my best to find some time and get that done. All right, let's go.
You won't regret it.
Let's go into January. Tell us what's up first.
All right, well, we are thrilled to kick off our spring 2025 season in a little less than a month. On Saturday, January 11th, we have the first show for the spring, and that is the internationally beloved comedian Brian Regan here at the Heindl Center. And, Brian's been around for decades. He's a phenomenal comedian. He's clean, so he's, you can bring the whole family out for that. Vanity Fair calls him the funniest stand-up alive. Entertainment Weekly calls him your favorite comedian's favorite comedian. In fact, he's Jerry Seinfeld's favorite comedian. And then there's a whole list of comedians who love Brian Regan, including guys like Chris Rock and Jimmy Fallon and David Letterman and Bill Burr, Patton Oswalt. They all love Brian Regan, and I'm sure that all of our audience members will too. So we are really excited to kick off the spring season with Brian. He's going to bring a hilarious night to us on Saturday, January the 11th. So that is our first show of the spring, which, again, is less than a month away. So there's a limited amount of time to secure your tickets for Mr. Regan and come laugh with us here at the Heindl Center in January.
Excellent. So January 11th for that. Tickets on sale. Can you put this in your package, right? Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, sir. He's a part of the full season package, all 7 shows. Or, we do have the Pick 3 and the Pick 5 package as well on sale. And then, of course, people can get individual tickets for that show, too. So absolutely, they can get those at HeindlCenter.org.
Do you think this is something, because I know you had Foxworthy in the last little section of the year, are you going to try and keep comedians, if possible, coming through along with, we're getting musicals, you're getting musical acts of different, genres, whatever, but a comedian always hopefully going to be in that mix, too?
For sure, yeah. We definitely try to keep an eclectic mix, and there may or may not be a comedian every single season, but that it will definitely be a regular part of our programming. One of the first shows we had was Jay Leno.
Yeah.
And he came in and with Ingrid Cho and gave us a hilarious night, and then just Jeff Foxworthy was so cool to have here in Senatobia, and Brian Regan's going to continue that great programming of comedy that we have here, and we're already talking about comedians for upcoming seasons. So yeah, I definitely expect to see some more world-class comedy here. Excellent.
Let's move into the month of, I'm just going to kind of semi-lead you through here and just let you take off. The month of February for the Heindl Center.
Yeah, we got a full February. So starting on Monday, February the 3rd, we have the touring Broadway musical, The Addams Family. That's going to be a family-friendly delight. Of course, everybody knows those creepy, kooky characters from the Addams Family that have been around for many, many decades now. And Addams Family is a really cool name because, it seems like every generation has its new iteration of an Addams Family craze. And most recently, there's the Netflix special series Wednesday that's kind of reignited interest in the Addams Family. So this is a musical comedy, again, touring Broadway production. It will be awesome for the whole family on Monday, February the 3rd. And then shortly after that, we have 2 great concerts in February as well. So on Saturday, February the 15th, we have the country music superstar Lee Brice coming to put on a great concert for us. It will be an acoustic show. It's called his You, Me, and My Guitar Tour. So we're thrilled to bring Lee Brice here. He's, again, one of the most popular artists, country music artists in the world. He sings the song Memory I Don't Mess With, another song called One of Them Girls. So it's going to be a fun night. And then a week after that, on Saturday, February the 22nd, we have the world-famous, legendary Beach Boys live in concert at the Heindl Center, which is just huge to have such an iconic act here. Going to be a great night, and that'll really cap off a wonderful February here at the Heindl Center.
I would imagine, since you had the success with the Commodores, and I know it's a little bit different, but we're going back to people of the same age, right? Semi, that could be a sellout in a hurry on February 22nd.
Yeah, that is one of our hottest sellers so far for the spring. So, yeah, I imagine the Beach Boys is very likely to be a sellout. We also, I should mention, for Lee Brice and for the Beach Boys, there is a VIP meet and greet experience that people can purchase. So for the Beach Boys, people can purchase a ticket to meet Mike Love, and they get a unique chance to sit down with him backstage after the show. So yeah, really, really great opportunity to see such a cool, legendary act here in North Mississippi. Such a privilege to be able to bring that sort of thing here. So yeah, definitely looking forward to most likely a sellout crowd for the Beach Boys.
Roll on off into March, big guy. Let's go.
All right. Well, in March, we have another touring Broadway musical for you. We've got Mean Girls, the musical. And again, when I mention these touring Broadway shows, there's such a vibrant theater scene in North Mississippi and the Memphis area, so many community and college and high school theater groups. But these are the touring Broadway productions. So this is the same thing you would see if you went to Chicago or L.A. or New York. So Mean Girls is going to be such a good time. In fact, we say it'll be so cool that, excuse me, I'm trying to quote the movie here. It'll be so fetch you have to see it to believe it. So fetch is the term they use for cool in that musical. So yeah, it's going to be a really, really hilarious and fun musical, good time for everyone. And then in April, we had such success with the Commodores, with the Temptations in November, we thought, let's do some more Motown. So we're bringing the Commodores here on April the 26th. Also, one of our hottest sellers so far for the spring, going to be a great Saturday night here with the legendary Motown guys, the Commodores. So we're definitely looking forward to that. And then we wrap up the spring 2025 season on Saturday, May the 3rd. We will have an intimate evening with Priscilla Presley. She'll come and share stories about her life with Elvis, the king of rock and roll. And then there's also a meet and greet experience that people can purchase for that too, so they can actually meet Priscilla and take a photo with her and get to know her a little bit better. So sure to be a really cool time with an entertainment icon.
Excellent lineup, and of course, friends, they'll have some film series going on, and yes, on May the 4th, it will be with you. There is Solo, a Star Wars story film season, so well done on that. May the 4th be with you. We tried to do a Star Wars movie for Star Wars Day, and then we have for Valentine's we're showing La La Land as a film series here too. And again, the films are just $5 a person, so it's great opportunity to come out and enjoy movies on the big screen for an inexpensive price. And then I know that also on March 29th, the big soiree where we're raising money for the foundation, and for you people that like the Mississippi group Chapel Heart, they'll be at the Northwest soiree on March 29th as well. So you've got a busy couple of months coming up.
We certainly do. We are thrilled to bring Chapel Heart back home to Mississippi for the Northwest soiree, and people can get tickets to the whole Northwest Foundation soiree, and that soiree ticket includes an entire evening of nice hors d'oeuvres, and you dress up. It's like a fancy event, and then the concert and award ceremony are after that. People can also just get tickets to the concert if they don't want to come to the whole soiree. But yeah, that's another thing we're doing here, and there's always kind of other things outside of our full season events that we're doing here. So definitely keep an eye on us on social media and at HeindlCenter.org to find out everything that we have going on here at the Heindl Center.
Now that you've been through this, you've gone through the full year, right? I mean, this has been how many months in this job?
Let's see. I started here September of 23,
okay.
So I guess I'm going on 15 months here. And, man, it's been a wild ride, but I tell people all the time, I've got the most fun job at Northwest. It's a lot of work, but, man, it is so rewarding to bring these memory-making evenings to the community here. My favorite thing to do is to stand out in the lobby after a show and see the smiles on people's faces as they exit the theater, because we've just given them a couple of hours where they could forget about what's going on in their life and just enjoy a beautiful experience on our stage. It is so rewarding, and we welcome people here because we guarantee you will have a great time.
When do you travel to start making the lineup for the end of 2025, or has that already begun?
It has certainly already begun. Headed to New York in January, right after Mr. Regan finishes his show, so we can try to work more toward that. But yeah, look for information about our fall 2025 season. Probably about midway through the spring, we'll start releasing those secrets. So yeah, that we are always in the process of looking ahead to the future seasons, and so exciting things to come for next fall too. I guarantee it.
I like the way you use the social media sites to. It's Mondays, right, when you kind of unveil things?
Yeah, we did Mondays this time. We did Fridays this past spring. It just kind of depends on what the schedule looks like. But we had so many Friday shows this season, we didn't want to have too many messages going out on Fridays, so we revealed on Mondays. But yeah, doing the kind of staggered rollout has been exciting because kind of let each show kind of get its own buzz around it. And so we'll probably continue that model of rolling out the season and then putting our tickets on sale. And so yeah, those secrets are coming soon. So stay tuned.
Blake, I know you have the job of being the director and bringing it all in and seeing the product that's there, but I know there's a lot of other people that help make the Heindl Center go around.
Absolutely, and we could not do this without the team that we have here, and they are incredible to work with. Of course, Mr. William Carrero, our production manager, and he takes care of all the technical needs in the house. Shout out to my assistant director, Karen Chester, who is just instrumental in making sure everything flows smoothly. We have an incredible administrative assistant named Mia Boyd, who is wonderful. And then we also have a volunteer team. And I guess I'll give a shout out for that too. People can sign up on our website to be a part of our volunteer team. And we utilize the volunteers as ushers and in other ways at our events. We also have our ticketing agents who work our box office through the week and at the events. And it really takes all of those individuals to make these events so successful. And I always tell our team before every event that they are really what make this place so inviting and welcoming for people. And people talk about that. You know, they step into the Heindl Center, and it's like walking into your own living room. It's a very comfortable, inviting environment. It's a really kind of a sweet spirit in the air, you know, because we want you to be here. Of course, we want to sell tickets and make some money and all that too. But for me, it's about giving these beautiful experiences to everyone and giving them a lifelong memory. And, it's not just about the performance on the stage. Of course, we want to bring great talent here, but it's also about the experience that we give people. And we've been really blessed to have a great team to be able to help make that happen. You know, and that also, people talk about that as a ticket buyer and attendee of an event, but even our artists talk about that. I mean, Celtic Woman was posting on their Instagram just on Tuesday about how lovely their experience was here, how they enjoyed how they were treated. You know, we feed them well, make sure there's hot showers. You know, we welcome them at the bus and welcome in, you know, call them by name. So we really want to give people that Southern hospitality experience here, and I think we've been able to do that so far, and we want to continue it.
Well done for 2024. Can't wait to hear the experiences and the things that go on in 2025. Before you go, if you don't mind, tell everybody how they can find out all this information and the best way to be involved.
Yeah, you can get tickets for all of the shows that I mentioned today on our website at heindlcenter.org. You can also visit us at our box office in person or by phone. We are open Monday through Friday from 12 to 4:30, and, of course, we follow the Northwest calendar. So we will be closed a couple of weeks during the holidays, but when Northwest is open, we are open from 12 to 4:30 Monday to Friday. Or people can, of course, call the box office at 662-562-3478. And then we are active on social media as well, particularly Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to know the hottest news right off the press, definitely give us a follow on Facebook and Instagram. You can know what we got coming up and get the latest information and share it with your friends.
It is always a pleasure talking with you, Blake. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Gary. Happy to come on anytime, and I look forward to seeing you here soon, hopefully.
Sounds good. That's our friend Blake Bostick, director of the Heindl Center for the Performing Arts. Lots of great information. It was a great 2024 in the arts world there in Senatobia. Sold out shows, capped it off with the Celtic Woman. There will be It's a Wonderful Life coming up on the 15th on Sunday night. Finish your night and go enjoy the great holiday classic that, yes, I admit I've never watched all the way through. So you could do that. And then it all starts with Brian Regan on January 11 in the year 2025 at the Heindl Center. You can go to heindlcenter.org, as we just mentioned, whether you want to go see a couple of the events. You can get single-day tickets, or there's a 3-pack you can get. You can get 5. You can just buy the whole season and get a lot of great things coming up. The month of February, packed with the Addams Family Musical. Lee Brice will come in with the You, Me, and My Guitar on February 15. The Beach Boys on the 22nd. Mean Girls, the musical, on March 17. Again, if you want to be a part of raising money for the Northwest Foundation, the soiree happens on March 29 with Chapel Hart. The Commodores come to Senatobia April 26, and it ends with an intimate evening with Priscilla Presley. And again, on some of those, there's a meet and greet that you can go and check out on the website. Plan your visit, do it all, get a season ticket package, or just find one of the events you would like to go to. Check out the Heindl Center for the Performing Arts on the Northwest Community College campus in Senatobia. Thanks to Blake Bostick, our friend, for being on the program today. Another Bank First Northwest Ranger Hour about to come to a close. Heindl Center for the Performing Arts, friends. It is a great place. I have yet to actually see a show, but have taken, a couple of trips inside. I've listened to some of the Northwest, band working and doing things in that building, and then in the percussion world doing some stuff on stage. So I just kind of listen to the acoustics and things. I don't think there's a bad seat in the house. Great place to go and enjoy yourself, and some great acts coming through North Mississippi into Senatobia coming up starting in January on the 11th with the comedian Brian Regan. Thanks to Blake for being the whole show today, for giving us his time here on this Thursday, December 12th. By the way, this show, the Bank First Ranger Hour, will be in podcast form, coming up anywhere you get those podcasts a little bit later on. If you missed any of the discussion with Blake, we'll have that up. Dr. Andrew Dale will do the diligent work that he does, not only helping and secure our guests, but make sure that it gets up in the podcast world. So anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find the Bank First Ranger Hour a little bit later on today, and last week's show and weeks on by. If you've missed any of the Bank First Ranger Hours, they'll be there for you in podcast form. We must exit and say thank you for being with us today. Tomorrow, a little after 9, we'll do it all over again. Enjoy sunshine and mid-50s for the day. So long.